This is part two, episode 44, Shoe Booty Sports. Again, host Graham Powell, co-host Bradley Brown.
That's me.
Okay. So who do we have? Who do you have as your Heisman favorite? It's not a clear-cut race anymore. Ever since Tennessee kind of got stomped, I don't know if that puts Hendon Hooker out of it. He's probably still a finalist.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll still be a finalist. I don't know who's in the top mix.
The only person, and it
I
kind
know
of,
who I would fire off, but
well, who would you fire off?
I don't know. I mean, I'd say Stetson just because he's the quarterback on Georgia, but
Yeah,
surely
to
he's put.
see,
I don't know any of these numbers though, so I
that's the
mean,
thing. It's a statistical thing too, as much as it's a statistical award. It just is. Now, granted, the team's success has a lot to do with it also, but it's typically a statistical award.
yeah.
At least that plays a part of it too. It's weird for me to say it, and especially since they got the brakes beat off of them in week one. Can you see where I'm going with
I
this?
know where you're going. I was just looking at him. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
where you're going.
Bo Nix, was he a senior now?
Um, I don't know. I think he still has like one more year.
Okay, so he's true junior Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what pops into my head, man. I mean, his numbers, he's lighting it up. He he threw for one, ran for one, and I think caught one
caught one. Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Now he's had some picks this year, but he's thrown way more touchdowns than he has picks. I don't even have his
Yeah.
numbers. Do you have his numbers
Good
in front of you?
good bow showed up a lot more than bad bow so far.
Well, yeah,
Um,
they're what 8-1 or something.
yeah. Let's see. Is it gonna give me his numbers?
And they're not as good as Georgia. Georgia has made everybody look like that. Hendon Hooker
Okay,
included.
he has 22 passing touchdowns to 5 interceptions, but he also has 13 rushing touchdowns.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And a receiving touchdown.
Yeah.
And they're 8-1. Probably going to win the. I don't know if they're going to win the Pac-12. I don't. SC is going to give them a problem, but they're probably better than SC right now.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, he's going to be a finalist, or he should be.
So what if so and this is right after Harson's got fired. I seen somebody posted. So what if we win after that coach at Central Florida? Speaking of Malzahn, and then we hit the transfer portal for that quarterback in Oregon.
Somebody posted that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
funny.
It's like, dude, I would die. I would die from laughing so damn hard if that happened.
That would be
It's
fantastic.
like, hey, can we just forget about two seasons ago? Just act like that didn't happen. So
Like, all right, we screwed up, okay? Like, we own it. Uh, but then they would be Auburn, and then as soon as they lose a
win
game or
win 7 games and
Nix throws a
fire
pick,
Malzahn again.
yeah, as soon as Nix throws a pick, she's garbage.
Somebody go find his dad, beat his dad.
Gosh, man, it's that's a terrific post though. That's,
Dude, yeah,
that's a
it'd be awesome
fantastic post.
because
Uh,
it's possible. Like in today's
where
football,
did you see that?
on Twitter, man, some random. It might have
What?
been Barstool. It
Why
might
did
have
you
been
not send
Auburn's
me that?
Barstool. I don't know, man.
Well, you should have sent me that. I would have gotten quite the
That
kick out of
that
that.
was freaking hilarious, though. It's
Which UCF has a pretty big gain. Tulane has come out of nowhere as like the whatever they are, like 18th ranked team in the country now. They've come out of nowhere, and yeah, they have UCF Saturday, so that's going to be an interesting game. Of course, UCF at 25 in the rankings, 6-2, I believe, something like that. The Gus Bus rolling there in Orlando. really be rolling if they win Saturday.
Yeah.
Leading the American. That's a terrific post. I'm ticked that you didn't send me that. That's fantastic. You got to find it
Yeah,
and
I'll
send
see
it.
if I'll see if I liked it or not.
At least send it to the Shoe Booty Sports Twitter, page, and so I can give it a retweet or vice versa, or you can. I mean, all right. So okay, so if the season ended, we never said who would get the Heisman. If the season ended today, or if it was over Sunday,
Oh,
Saturday,
if it would end today, I mean, they
would it
give it
be
a
Bo Nix?
no, no, because he's not
Who
on an
would you go
undefeated
to?
team. They give it to Stroud, man.
Yeah, I
Or
guess you kind of would.
yeah,
I, I don't know why I didn't even think of him. I think he's the best pro quarterback prospect in
he
the.
good. He's good,
He
but
hasn't been lighting it up though these last couple of games,
no, he hadn't.
especially Saturday. I guess it'd have to be Stroud. I guess it probably would. I just can't. Nix is the one that pops into my head, but I do it with like a cringe. I do it with like the emoji. Like I just can't. Yeah, that with the teeth. It's just.
What's Stroud's numbers?
I'm sure they're great, but he just hasn't lightened it. He hasn't lit it up these last couple of weeks. But he hasn't had to either.
They said he has 29 passing touchdowns, so it's the only numbers I'm seeing right now. So
I mean, it's on ESPN. What are you looking at?
I don't know the internet. It's not ESPN.
The internet. Well, ESPN has it pretty detailed. That's where I get mine.
Oh
So
yeah,
we're gonna do this. We'll see who gets there first. Offensive leaders. Drake May. He's the North
yeah, he
Carolina
was up
guy. Speaking
there.
of 8-1 teams, I mean he's lighting it up. Okay, Stroud. Here we go. 29 touchdowns to 4 picks, 91.1 QBR, first in the nation. Absolute just unit, man. Looking for the completion percentage. Not that that matters for the Heisman Trophy, but 68% completion percentage, had a 72% completion percentage last year. Did you see his numbers last year,
Yeah,
Stroud? Do you remember what they are?
no.
72% completion percentage. That's on 441 attempts, 4,435 yards, 6 interceptions, 44 touchdowns.
You think he getting 70? You think he even sniffing 70% completion rate in like a backyard football?
Well, he is. Yeah,
Well, yeah, I'm saying any. I mean, just
I mean
normal people.
that's. I mean, 70% is about where you want it to be. I mean, that's where you want it to be.
Oh
That's
yeah, I
that's the
mean, I'm saying it's
elites.
good. Yeah,
I mean, KJ's at like 67. He
I'm
wasn't
saying
last week.
I'm saying we couldn't even do it playing backyard football. Like,
No, we couldn't. I mean, I
you
was
see,
money within like 15 yards. 15 yards, I was money. I could make it rain out there. But beyond that, like intramural, like I threw like one good deep ball. And even then, my deep ball was probably like 40 yards. Like that was my deep ball. And it was a dime too. I'm being like, wow, that was a pretty good throw. But I didn't have many of those. But I was money within 15 yards. I could make it rain then. But yeah, I don't even know why that didn't pop in. I guess because he hasn't lit it up these last couple of weeks like he normally has.
no,
And Bo Nix's numbers have been so amplified. But yeah, I guess it would have to be Stroud if the season ended today. I just couldn't give it to Bo Nix. Like at least right now, I just been like, no, it's of course
nah.
that's why it's an end of the season award, but yeah, I just couldn't do it. It got me thinking like, who would win it today? All right, so we'll jump back to pro football now. Jerry Jones had a comment about saying something along the lines of Odell Beckham Jr. would look good in a Cowboys uniform. How do you think that would work in Dallas? Beckham obviously does better on a winner, on a winning team.
Yeah. Man, I don't know how it works, dude. Like, if they're thinking about bringing him in, why the hell did they not keep freaking Cooper? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'd say money, but
I
it's not
don't.
like Beckham's going to be cheap either.
Yeah, he's not going to be cheap, and if I don't know, they didn't play lights out with Cooper, so I don't see it being like that much better.
No, they played lights out with Cooper. I mean, Dak did. I mean,
And
Amari
Lamb
was his.
and Lamb, they weren't both going off
No, no.
as one or the other.
Cooper was the clear security blanket,
Yeah,
for
but I
Dak.
mean that's what CD's supposed to be this year. I mean CD's been good,
He's
but
had some good numbers, but yeah, it's not been like
yeah,
Amari Cooper, but that's going to take time. But I mean, Dallas is what? I mean, they're what, 6-2?
yeah, they're good.
I mean,
I mean,
they're doing okay. But I would that's the thing, man. I mean, Beckham is just such a he just turned 30, by the way. I think he turned 30 what, yesterday or a day or two ago.
I don't know.
He's been working hard, man. I mean, I've seen his workout videos. He's working hard to get ready to get back on the field, but
I would say he's like 31, 32.
no,
But
he just turned 30. And he's had maturity issues. But he wasn't a problem. He wasn't a problem last year.
he hadn't left the field doing jumping jacks without his jersey, so I think he's doing all right.
What? Doing jumping jacks without his jersey?
Antonio Brown.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not. That's insane. Okay, like that. That's
Yeah,
that. That's
that's
that's not
CTE.
immaturity. That's CTE. That's legitimate brain damage or just lunacy. Lunacy. I'm hesitant to say. I hope it. I don't want to say. I hope it's CTE why he's acting this way because I'm obviously not. I hope he has
Oh,
CTE. I
I
don't
hope
want
it's
to say
something
that.
correctable, but
But
yeah.
yes, it's yeah, you hate to think that like that's him thinking with a clear head, Antonio Brown. Like that's just not he's just a piece of shit. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, there's
But to
oh
your point,
man.
yeah, Beckham's not been that kind of problem.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back to when he was headhunting the Carolina Panthers DB that year, who's
Oh
bounced
yeah.
around from team to team.
Forgot about
Josh
that.
Norman. Was that his name?
Yeah.
Josh Norman.
Yep.
Yeah, but he would do little stuff like that and just throw little tantrums on the sideline.
He got his
Not
ass kicked by the kicker net. Remember that?
uh brief
The practice net.
briefly.
Yeah.
But if things are going well, Beckham's going to show out. I mean, he probably would have been the MVP of the Super Bowl had he not got hurt. I did hate that for him.
Yeah.
It because he was lighting it up out there, and it was the same. That's the thing. He's had another surgery on that knee. I can see why teams would be hesitant to sign him. I don't know. It'd be intriguing to see him in Dallas. Long way of answering that question. It would be intriguing to see how it goes. With him and Dak, though, I don't know. I don't know how it would go. I don't know how it would work. Because I think I like Dak, but Dak's a B quarterback. He's not a quarterback. He's getting paid like an A quarterback,
Yep.
and I like him, but I don't think he's. I don't know if Beckham's getting like two catches, you know, how's that going to go? How's that going to go in the locker room? But it sounds like it's very Jerry Jones to say something like that, to want to bring in a guy like Beckham. Now, Duke could be a clear difference maker. It could work, but it could not if it's like I said, if he's getting two catches for
15 yards.
35 to 35 to 42 yards a week. I don't know. Moving on. Okay, we'll brush up on the other news. Vikings, I think, are at 7-1 now. Of course, Kirk Cousins dance on the plane, iced out without a shirt. That was my white guy moment of the week. I saw a post.
Are we doing that now?
If the no, probably not. But now, if that keeps happening, then sure, I'd love to. But the post was, if the Coke ain't this white, I don't want it, and it showed Cousins doing the dance there on the plane. That was my favorite post about it by far. But Vikings, it was ugly. But a win is a win in the NFL. You don't get style points for winning in the NFL. You get that in college. In the NFL, just win. As Al Davis said, just win, baby. So they're having fun. 7-1. Vikings look to be in good shape. Bills lose to the Jets. I mean, the Jets. Everybody kept saying, "Man, they've had a couple really good drafts. They won the draft this last year, and we could see why, man. I mean, the defense is stout. Josh Allen didn't play well, but
No, he fell off real fast there after the first two touchdowns. But
yeah, he's had a couple of just bad throws the last two games where you just think, what are you
that
doing?
that first pick he threw, man, like
Made no sense.
no sense.
And he knows that.
Yeah,
And he took ownership in the press conference. He's like, "Yeah, I sucked. I sucked out there. I got to be better."
yeah,
But they'll get it together. The Jets they're not the Jets of old. I mean, they're a better team. They're
they're pretty
they're a
good.
they're pretty good. Their defense is stout. They're a better team. So, but still, yeah, Bills lose. Chiefs barely. I mean, they squeak one out against the Titans. Titans have gotten it together. I mean, Derrick Henry is the offense. Malik Willis did not throw a completion to a wide receiver. I cannot remember a quarterback playing a pro quarterback having that bad of a game in recent memory. Can you? What was he, like, 5 for 15?
I don't know. I would toss out any of the Trubisky years in Chicago.
Trubisky was never that bad, was he? I mean,
I'm sure he
Trubisky
had.
was
I'm sure he had a game or two where he's there. I don't know.
did not complete a
It,
pass to a wide receiver.
man, hell, Jamarcus Russell could do that, right?
Yeah, Jamarcus could do that. So I mean, that was bad. I mean,
That's pretty bad,
you're
man.
not going to
Like,
beat anybody, playing that way. I would, yeah, I would hope Tannehill can. I don't even know his injury. I can't remember what it was, but I'm hoping he can get back sooner or later.
when's Burks getting back? Should
I
be
don't
this week
know.
or next week, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't say that's part of it. Burks really hasn't been that much of a factor this year, and he's a rookie. I mean,
Yeah, he's a rookie. I
that's to
mean,
be
hell, he only
expected.
played 3 weeks, right? So,
About a month, I think. I think he played about a month. You could be right. You could be right on. But somebody that did go off, Joe Mixon, by what, 5 touchdowns, about a billion fantasy points
yeah,
for the Bengals and their win. Dolphins beat the Bears. Bears. Yeah, Dolphins beat
the
the
Bears.
Bears. That was maybe the game of the week.
Yeah,
I guess had to be pro football. Tua, best QBR in the league if he hadn't gotten hurt, he'd be in the MVP discussion. He might be already, but I think he's got, like, what, 15 touchdowns, like 3 picks on the year, which Tua always kind of took care of the ball. But yeah, highest QBR in the league. Yeah, Dolphins beat the Bears. Justin Fields, even though Bears lost, it kind of looks like he's arrived. I don't know that I want my quarterback running that much, at least regularly, but if you can, like, Lamar Jackson runs, but he's smart about it. He doesn't take, like, big hits. Of course, he's shifty and fast, and he's hard to get a hold of.
yeah,
So a lot of that's just Lamar, but I think some of it's play design too, and the way he's been coached. Like, okay, if you, like, get what you can, get out, and probably even has been taught to fall a certain way. Go down a certain way. Harbaugh's a Hall of Fame coach, so it's if you're going to use Fields for that, treat him more like Lamar. But I mean, I'd say just keep doing what you're doing too. I mean, how do you say stop doing this? How do you? It's hard to coach somebody out of what he's doing right now. Like, because why would you want to?
yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
Stop giving us winning opportunities.
Yeah, I don't want you running for 178 yards. I don't want that. I mean, yeah, of course you want that. Of course, long term, you don't want him running that much, but gosh, it's hard to say don't do it right now because it's
Wow.
working. Even though they lost it, they won in a lot of ways. Sunday. Okay, so okay, yeah, going back to Josh Allen. Any update on his injury? I think like Josh Allen's just. I feel like even if it's bothering him, he's going to find a way to play
Yeah,
this week. It
I'd
said
agree with
somebody
that.
UCL. I don't even know what that is. I have no idea what that is,
You don't know
but
what a UCL is, dude? Might
I
want to go
don't.
back to med school.
I
Oh
guess
wait, you didn't go to med school?
I did not.
Dang. Somebody's elbow, duh. I don't know.
I mean, I saw him
Somebody's
holding his
arm.
elbow. That's how I knew it was his. He was holding his arm. That's how I knew there was an issue. Okay, so who we did it for the Heisman college. Who's the MVP of the league right now in the NFL? If the just through week 9.
Man.
I don't think it's that close, at least right now.
No, he you gonna say?
Jalen Hurts.
Hurts. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, it's not close. I mean,
It's close, but it's to me that's the clear
eh,
favorite. That's the clear guy right
it's
now.
gotta be. Yeah, I mean,
A lot of football left. We know a lot of goes.
yeah.
But right now it's
Yeah,
Jalen
if
Hurts.
anybody else was undefeated, it'd probably be a different story. But yeah, nobody else is, and he's playing pretty dang good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts. Eagles have been a lot of fun to watch. He surpassed
Yep,
any expectations I ever had of him as a pro quarterback.
yep.
He's been so much fun to watch, and he's throwing just darts out there. I mean, he is just throwing some deep balls that are just darts to AJ Brown. Eagles have been a whole lot of fun to watch. I hope they keep it up because I'd really like to see them make noise uh, toward the end of the season, going into the playoffs. All right, we'll kind of end it on college basketball. College basketball started officially last night. I got to watch the Razorbacks. Went over to my uncle's to watch it on whatever, I guess it was SEC Network Plus. Whatever they had it on, I got to see it. Catch any of the game or no?
I watched a little bit of it on a cell phone. It wasn't my cell phone. It was just at somebody's cell phone at Top Golf. We were watching that Monday Night Football while we were playing Top Golf. But
Or well, this Trevon or Trayvon, I think, or whatever his first name is, Brazil,
yeah,
just looks like he was made in a basketball factory. He's got the wingspan of a pterodactyl. He's
see
just
the guy who did
long
the
every.
reverse dunk.
No, that was oh gosh, Council maybe. That was a spectacular dunk. I was like, how did he do that? Like, how did he just suddenly get under the rim like
Yeah,
that?
it didn't compute to in my brain the first time I seen it. I was like, wait, what?
It computed. It was just like, whoa, how did he do that? But Brazil is
So it
just
didn't
an.
compute. It just
He's
said,
going
how'd he
to
do that?
be. Pardon.
Huh?
I don't know. Okay, but yeah, Brazil. He's going to be a player for the Hogs. We didn't get to see Nick Smith last night, but Brazil was the one that I saw that was just like, wow, this dude's a difference maker. I don't remember what all he did at Missouri. I can remember him being out there,
Yeah.
but in a Hog uniform, he's going to be fun to watch. That was my big takeaway there. Defensively, they're a very good team, which you're going to be under Muss. It was a good opening win. Good first game, good first opening wins. Didn't separate themselves until the second half, but that's to be expected. Could not hit a three. I don't think they hit a three until like 2 minutes into left in the half or something like that. So not a great 3-point shooting team by any means, but long, athletic, at least in certain areas of the court, or, on the floor. Brazil being one of them. I like what I see. Of course, one game, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be even more fun to see when Nick Smith's out there. Any big games football wise? Of course, we get to start watching college basketball now, but football wise this week, what are the big ones? Are there? Uh, who's out like Alabama and is it Alabama Ole Miss this week? I believe it's Alabama Ole Miss Saturday.
Ah,
Pretty sure.
I don't know. Let's pull it up and check it out.
Of course, Arkansas has LSU. Not really a big one.
No.
Just hoping they compete. Play, play decent. Pretty sure it's Alabama Ole Miss. You gonna roll with the Tide in that, or you gonna ride with the lane
No.
train?
No. No. They're gonna stop the lane train. Yeah. I don't see Bama losing 3 games.
No.
No.
If anything, it's probably lit a fire under Saban. So we're gonna see what happens. But that's pretty much all I have. You got anything to add, Brad, before we get out of here?
No, just you saying that though brought up the one of the memes I seen a couple of weeks ago whenever Alabama got beat. It was a picture of Saban like yell. You could tell he was yelling. It's like, I want everybody's keys to their Hellcats on my desk first thing in the morning. It's
That's
like,
not
yeah,
bad.
I bet that. Yeah, I bet that actually got said to a couple people. But
Could have, maybe not loudly like that, but the
no,
Auburn one, I still want you to send me that one. Find it, send
yeah,
it.
I'll try and find it.
I'll try. We'll give it a shot. All right, but if you
We'll
do, Shooty Sports is going to
see.
retweet it, and we're going to be out. We're out of here. We'll be back next week, same time. Until then, deuces, y'all.
Peace.